Lucy and Emmett's podcast adventure. Please don't tell Mom or else we'll get a lecture. We stole Dad's microphones and we got really cool guests. It's Lucy and Emmett's podcast.
Hey, Lucy. Hello. Can you hear
Emmett?
me? Hello,
Emmett, are you there? Yeah?
Lucy.
Yeah, I can
this
hear
is
you.
the computer that I'm talking to,
Okay.
and you can
yep.
hear me,
I read you loud and clear, buddy. I read
And
you
I
loud
can-
and clear.
and I can hear you too.
Good. Okay, great.
I brought my
yeah.
headphones.
You did? Oh, I'm so proud of you.
I brought them
I'm
to
so proud of
sleepaway camp.
You did. Oh, man. You know, you're an annoying little brother, but I really miss you while you're at sleepaway camp.
I miss
what's
you
going
too,
on?
Lucy. It's scary. It's very scary.
Scary? Why is it
Yeah.
scary?
Well, you see, do you know how at home I have a bed to sleep in?
Yeah.
Same deal here. Same idea, except it's not my bed.
Okay. So you're like sleeping in someone else's bed with them in the bed with you?
Well, no, I do get a bed to myself. They're bunk beds, and I do get the top bunk of the bunk bed, which is also pretty scary.
You love the top bunk. You sleep on the
no,
top bunk at
yeah.
home. I know
Yeah,
this because when you
so-
wet the bed, it drips on my face.
Yeah, and that is and that is a problem as well because the kid below me, Jeremy. Do you remember Jeremy from school?
Yeah, Jeremy.
He's not too happy about the pee dripping on him, so I have to really try hard not to pee this night, and I don't know if I can do it.
Well, you're going to have to pull through because, I personally might appreciate it that when you come home from sleepaway camp, you're not peeing the bed every night and I'm not waking with a face full of pee.
Right. You think I could learn from this experience?
Perhaps, maybe this is a growth moment for you. Since you're 8 years old, it's time for you to kind of figure out your place in the world and that it's not all about you peeing yourself.
Well, it is interesting because I think I am learning that my place in the world is in my bed at home. I think
sad.
I am learning that because I don't like this bed at all, and I miss Mom and Dad and I miss you, and I think that is where I would rather be than at sleepaway camp with kids from school who don't like me.
I know, but look, you're just there for a couple of nights and it's going to be good for you. And then at the end, we're going to come and see your Christmas pageant. So
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
That is, I think I do. I think I want to do more Christmas pageants. That's the other thing I'm learning. I think I might, when we get home, I think I might invest more of my time into doing Christmas pageants.
like all year round.
Yeah, I think, well, that's the thing you said I'm going out and about into the real world and learning about myself. And I think what I've learned is I like sleeping in my own bed and that I want to do Christmas pageants every day.
Every day.
So I still think I want to be Dad when I grow up, but I think I might want to do Christmas pageants every day. I know Dad doesn't do that, but he could.
No, but he does really have an affinity for Christmas. I saw him trying on a red suit. I don't know who he's kidding because we know he's not Santa Claus, but
No, because Santa's real.
Uh-huh.
But he could dress up as Santa because that's always fun when he does that at
yeah, it's fun.
at
I
the
just hope he
work
doesn't get
Christmas
stuck in the
party.
chimney again because I heard a story about a guy's friend whose dad who's got stuck in the chimney and died when he was trying to play Santa Claus.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's not
So-
like Christmas at all.
That could happen and that could be like a serious issue.
Okay, well we could tell Dad not to do that.
Yeah, let's tell
'Cause
Dad not to do
'cause
that.
And from my point of view, he probably doesn't want to die. It
I
just
don't
seems
think-
like it.
No. Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy who wants to stay alive for like a pretty long time. Like one day he was crying a lot and he looked at me and he was like, I just want to see you grow old and get married and be happy. And I was like, gosh, Dad, chill out. I'm 12.
Wow,
And he was like,
relax.
yeah, seriously, right? I was like, do you want some chocolate? Because sometimes when Mom cries and she has chocolate, she's fine. So he said no. And then he just went back to looking at old pictures.
Oh,
I don't know. Because he was looking at a picture of this dog that,
okay.
and he wouldn't tell me anything about the dog. He was just like, it was just a really good friend, man's best friend. And then he cried a lot more.
Oh,
So
interesting.
I think Dad was like just facing his own mortality that night or something. And I
Right.
just happened to walk in and then I asked him if I could have a cookie and he gave me the whole box.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, Dad should reflect on his own mortality more often.
I know, right? I would have so many more
He
cookies.
have so many cookies. It's yeah. He had I guess he had a dog, and he wants to
guess.
see you grow up. So do you think that when he grows up, he wants to be a dog that watches you grow up?
I think so. It's kind of like that
Okay.
movie Shaggy Dog. Remember, Mom made us watch it that one time. She was like,
Yeah.
"I grew up with this. This is content you need,
That
children."
movie was so funny. The guy was a dog sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes, not
The-
all the time.
Yeah, and he was so funny. He did a good noise.
Good noise.
Remember the noise he made when he was the dog?
No?
Well, I don't know
Was
how
it
to do
Bow
it.
Wow?
I think it was something like Bow Wow or Woof Woof or something like that. But it's funny because he was a person being a dog. So that's what
yeah.
Dad wants to be
Dad wants to be a dog when he grows up.
when he grows up.
Yeah.
How is the school playground without us there?
Honestly,
whatever
my
grade
class has been doing like this full like recess like giant game of dodgeball that everybody's getting in on.
What?
But it's the kind of
What?
dodgeball where like there's no winners. And so like if you get someone out, you're also out. So everyone is just like trying to hide the balls. So it's like this new way of playing dodgeball
interesting.
because like we were like, we're getting hurt by the balls.
Right, yeah,
And we
yeah.
don't like hurting other people because like we're not in like mom and dad's generation where like they were emotionally unavailable and didn't understand how to express themselves without violent actions. And we're like, well, we're not like that. We're peaceful people. So like we want everyone to just like have a good time. So it's called Peaceful Dodgeball. And it's really cool, but it's probably gonna be done by the time you're back.
Oh, I want to play peaceful dodgeball.
Start Peaceful Dodgeball at Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, do you think I could? Do you think they would let me? Do you think it's in the Christmas spirit?
It's very in the Christmas spirit because it's so peaceful. You're supposed to
I'll-
spread peace and joy and love at Christmas.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Is that why
Yeah.
you're doing it? Because it's Christmas
No,
time?
I just want everyone to follow my directions because I'm the boss of it. So
Right. You want to be the leader because you want to be in charge of everyone and you want everyone to follow your rule, and your rule is peace.
my rule is peace.
You want everyone to be happy and peaceful
Yeah. And if they don't follow my rules, I beat them up.
at the
So
threat of violence. Yep.
yeah.
Subjugation, I think they call that.
Well, that's a big word for you.
Yeah. It,
Can you spell that?
Yep. Subjugation. 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 I think there's
Gation isn't a letter.
Four
Emmett.
letters. And Gation.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, what else do you have to report on at Sleepaway Camp?
Well, you see, I'm learning all these big letters because of the camp counselor there is my new friend. Probably my best friend in the whole world. His name is Paul. Paul is in grade 10.
Wow.
Did you know that there was a grade 10?
I did. I'm going to be
Where-
in it real soon.
Wait, you're in grade
8.
7? 8.
7.
And I'm 8 years
8.
old. And Paul is 10 years old from grade 10. And he's
That doesn't make
big
any
kid.
sense.
Right, you're right. You're right.
He's not 10 years old in grade 10.
You're right. Different years old. He's 10 school years old. I don't know how old he is. He's huge.
Oh, okay.
He's
cool.
huge. And
I
he's
bet
really
he'd be good at
nice.
peaceful dodgeball. Maybe I should make him my enforcer so when people aren't being peaceful, he can go and beat them up for me.
Well, no, he doesn't even like beating them up. He actually thinks that he says subjugation is wrong.
Oh, this is where you
he's-
learned this word. Okay.
Yeah, he's an anarchist. An anarchist.
Anarchist?
Anarchist.
Anarchist.
He thinks the government shouldn't exist.
Which
I agree with.
He likes to make marks. He's a mark.
He's a Marxist. A Marxist? No, hold on. He's a Marxist and an anarchist. Yeah, he's a Marxist and an anarchist.
Okay.
Are those things that you are aware of, Lucy?
No.
They're government ideals, he says. And he wants there to be no government, and he wants everybody to have the same money.
I don't really know much about the government except for the mayor, and sometimes,
Oh, the
Like-
mayor.
yeah, like when
Oh.
mom's not being nice to me, I say, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna tell the mayor on you," and then she's like, and then she just laughs at me. So I don't know if it's like a real threat. Like, I don't think the government is that threatening if mom's not afraid of the mayor.
Oh, she doesn't actually think that the mayor is going to tell on her?
No, I think she's just indulging me. Pretending.
Indulging you, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Dad did with the cookies.
Yeah, I indulged in those cookies pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Do you know the mayor? Have you talked to the mayor?
Yes, Mayor Diamond. Mayor Diamond is really actually not that nice. So she has... I would describe her as a woman who carries mice in her pockets. But like...
One of those people, yeah. We always talk about those types of people.
Yeah, and then she has this sort of weird smell. It's like these like damp rose petals or something.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It's kind of like... It's sort of like a sewage, because it's like these old like decaying rose petals. It's like she found
kind of like a grandpa smell?
Yeah, but worse. Because I think it's because she carries mice in her pockets.
Oh, she actually carries mice in her pockets.
I mean, I would describe her as such, but that's because I'm pretty sure
you've seen her put mice in her pockets.
Yeah.
Do you think that she is friends with the mice? Do you think that she is perhaps the mayor of the mice people as well as the mayor of the people?
I mean, she must be, because like why else would she be carrying mice around? Like, what other purpose would it serve to carry mice around?
She's the mouse queen.
She's the mouse queen.
Do
you think she lives in like when she goes home to her mayor's mansion? Do you think like she actually has like a little hole like in her baseboard? Like just a little, like an archway, and then she goes in there, and that's where she sleeps because she's the mouse queen?
Do you think she sleeps with the mouses?
I think she probably does. In her little mouse house,
in her little mayor mansion?
Yeah, and then she probably, like, you know how you can, like, get mice, you could train them to walk a tightrope? I think she probably trains them, and then she's also walking the tightrope because she's jealous of their talent.
That would make sense, because if she sees this really skilled mouse, she would want to also be a really skilled mouse queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I actually think the government should exist. This all sounds quite nice. I might have to tell Paul I disagree with him.
Okay.
Because of the little mouse house and the little mayor mansion for the mouse queen and the mayor to live in.
Yeah.
And the mouse rope.
And the mouse rope.
Queen, yeah, if the mouse queen walks the tightrope, yeah, I think then all is well with the world.
Okay. Well, if all is well with the world, I think we should take a quick break, because I just need to double check that mom's not coming in anytime soon. And yeah, if you constantly have to pee, so we'll take a break. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Okay, we are back, and we
I'm
are ready.
Emmett.
Well, all right, fine,
and this
whatever.
is the podcast where we record a podcast.
Yeah. And this week, Emmett's at sleepaway camp, so he stole some of the recording equipment, and we're talking on the computer, and Emmett is hiding.
Laptop.
You took his whole laptop? I didn't.
Yeah.
I thought you were just like on a camp computer. You took his whole laptop?
Nope. I took his MacBook Pro.
Maybe that's why he was crying so much, looking at pictures of his dog. He didn't have his laptop.
Yeah, it might have to do with his questioning of mortality based on his need for physical items.
Well, you know, because usually he's just like on that laptop all day, every day. So that's probably what it is.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a distraction technique away from the real world.
Exactly.
That's what Paul told me. That's part of the subjugation is the laptop.
Yeah.
But I don't think he knows about the Mouse Queen.
I don't think he does. I think he's going to have to learn about the Mouse Queen pretty soon, though, because,
absolutely.
The Mouse Queen's going to take over.
World. Well, yeah, I mean, these political ideals are good, but if you don't actually think about the real world and how the Mouse Queen lives in a mouse house in the mayor mansion, then you just aren't going to be awake for it, you know?
You're not going to be awake for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is I think that's my goal for 2023. I want to be awake for it. Being the Mouse Queen.
The Mouse Queen. Yeah, well, Mouse Queen Nation rise up. Hashtag us at hashtag Mouse Queen Nation rise up on Instagram.
That's us.
Post yourself being the Mouse Queen, riding the mouse tightrope in the mouse house in the mayor mansion.
Yeah.
That's our social
You know
media
what's-
outreach today.
You know what's really weird? There's like something floating around your head in your camp cabin that I can see, and it's leaving this like little white trail of light. And I thought it was dust, but it just keeps flying in circles, and it's so weird.
Oh
They're
my
flying
god!
everywhere.
I saw it that time. Do you
Is
think it's
it
a
bugs?
ghost? It might
I
be
feel
a
like
ghost.
you're surrounded by ghosts right now.
It could be a haunted camp.
I'm pretty sure you're at haunted camp.
The haunted camp with the ghosts of Christmas past
Past, present, and
and
future.
future, like the movie we watched.
Yes, Spirited, starring
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell.
Yeah, that was really good. They sang so many songs.
I love that movie. I think it's my new favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah, other than Elf, of course.
Elf is really good, but I did
Mm-hmm.
like when Will Ferrell looked at Buddy the Elf in the movie and he was like, "You look really stupid."
Yeah, but Elf looks cool, which was
He
interesting.
does.
Because
I-
he was lying about it.
It's true. He was fully lying.
He was just lying in the movie.
Just a big liar. Okay, so guess what, Emmett? We have listener
What?
questions today. Because we
From-
don't have any special guests, but
from listeners of the pod.
from listeners of the podcast, we have listener questions. We're going to be answering their questions. We're going to give them some advice, and maybe we're going to give them some tips and some tricks on how to live their lives.
Wow.
So we're going to get started. Do you want to ask the first question, or do you want me to?
I'll ask the first question.
Okay, great. Go.
So this question comes from Petey the Squirrel, who you may
Petey.
remember.
Yeah, I see him outside. He's stashing
yeah.
a lot of nuts in his mouth
Oh,
right
he's
now.
he's getting ready. He's getting real jacked for Christmas.
Real jacked.
Putting some trees on or bows on the trees and some
Yep.
nuts in his mouth.
Yeah, he loves it.
Petey asks, "I just learned to write. Let me know if you can read this."
What if I only heard it?
Oh, interesting. Well, okay. Well, I suppose I can address this as I am the one who's physically reading this scrawl. So this came to me on a leaf, a little leaf.
Oh,
With what
that's
appears to be
unbelievable.
Lucy.
Haha.
That was good. What was I saying?
It came to you on a leaf.
It came to me on a leaf. So Petey the Squirrel wrote to me on a leaf, and within the leaf there was scratches on the leaf. Scratches as if writing from a squirrel's fingers that have claws on them. And
A
it
jack
says
squirrel's fingers.
yeah, oh yeah. It's just torn through as if like this was just paper. He tore through this leaf like it was just paper. Or butter or something like that is also quite soft. But it says, "I just learned to write. Let me know if you can read this." And what I think is that I can read it, given that I just did.
Good. Well, that's good. So
So Petey's
Great.
learning. Do you think Petey is evolving?
I think PD has evolved beyond what most people would expect a squirrel can do.
Because he can raise his arms above his head, and he can talk
Yep.
to us and write to us.
Yeah.
And he's
His arms can go
huge.
above his head.
Sorry, his arms
tiny
can't.
little
Yeah.
arms.
Cannot go above his head.
Oh, PD.
Petey. Well,
The
Petey's
jet
great.
squirrel.
Thank
Okay,
you
good.
so much for writing to us, Petey. I think
Great.
my thing about Petey is I think that maybe the amount that he works out is making his brain bigger too. He might be exercising his brain.
It might be that. I
Mm-hmm,
sometimes see him doing Sudokus in the tree.
Oh my god, I can't even do a Sudoku.
Me either.
There-
What is
I
that
don't
even?
think I even really know what that is either.
It's a lot of numbers and
Yeah,
like a
I
lot
don't.
of adding.
I don't know if I believe in numbers, you know?
Yeah. I think I would much rather believe that there is like a rodent king or queen. And that Petey is one of them. So maybe
Yeah.
like a mouse queen and a squirrel king.
Oh, Squirrel King.
That could be fun.
Petey could be the Squirrel King, and
Yeah.
then Mayor Diamond could be the Mouse Queen, and then
Yeah.
they could rule over Rodent Land
Yeah.
in their
Or
little
just
mouse house.
regular land, like planet Earth.
Oh, do you think that we want the rodents in charge? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want the rats in charge. Yeah.
Yeah. But like
Yeah.
all rodents. So like it could
Sure.
be rats, bats, mice, squirrels,
Capybaras.
capybaras,
Yeah.
groundhogs.
Yeah. Chipmunks.
Yep.
Squirrels.
What else is a rodent?
I think that kangaroos probably.
Kangaroos.
They feel like rodents. Maybe a dog or a cat could be a rodent if it had little enough teeth.
Beavers.
Beavers, definitely
Beavers
rodents.
could be rodents.
Beavers could be rodents. Do you think mom and dad could be rodents?
I think so.
Okay.
I think, in the grand scheme of things, I think that some people on planet Earth are actually just rodents in disguise.
That would make sense. That would track with the grand scheme of the world that
Of
we are.
planet Earth. Yeah.
Yeah, that we are discovering quickly about the Mouse Queen and the Squirrel King and the Mouse House and the Mouse Trampoline.
Mouse trampoline.
Oh, I just discovered it.
Wow.
It's a little
that's
trampoline.
exciting.
They jump up and down
Cool.
on the trampoline.
Well, that's okay. So,
Does that answer your question, Petey the Squirrel?
I hope it does.
Well-
He's gone. He went to lift weights.
He was out at the window first. Oh, I miss Petey.
Well, yeah, he was doing his Sudoku.
Oh, I miss Petey. I wish he was at squirrel camp with me.
Well, his home is here, and he needs to take care of his many, many nuts
Yeah,
and his
true.
tiny, tiny jacked arms.
I suppose he
They're
doesn't have
so-
time to.
They're
to get
so
over here.
small, but so jacked.
Yes, it's quite cute. It's quite
Okay,
nice.
let's go to the next question. I
Oh,
have
we
a
have
question.
more questions.
This is from my friend Sam, and she says, how to save money for a house. That's all she wrote. How to save money for a house.
That is a really interesting question. Do you want to take this one on, Lucy?
I mean, so from what I know, like, mom and dad provide us with a house.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we technically don't have to save money for a house.
How to save money for a house. Yeah,
So
okay.
I think you should go back to your parents
Mm-hmm.
and say, look, I want to have a house. Can
Mm-hmm.
you please let me live in your house? I know it's big enough because I still have a room there and I would like it to be my room and this is now my house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think
that
that's
makes
what I
sense.
would say.
Yeah, because the thing is that you lived there at one point, and that means there's guaranteed enough room for you there. So you just have to take your room back, and whatever was in there goes in the garbage, probably.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so do you think the answer to Sam's question is no?
Correct.
The answer is no.
No, you don't save for a house.
No.
You just commandeer it from your parents. I
Yeah.
learned that word commandeer from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, wow. Commandeer this vessel.
Yes. So you steal it. Commandeer the vessel of the
Commandeer.
house.
Yeah, like a
Like
captain.
a pirate.
Like
Yeah.
a pirate, yes. Okay, so the answer is no, comma, piracy.
Piratesy. Your
Piratesy.
parents' house.
Your parents' house, yep. Good. That was really good. I hope Sam can learn from that.
Yeah, you're welcome, Sam. No
All of our
problem.
listeners. Yeah, you're welcome. Should I do a new question?
Yeah.
All right, this one comes from a listener by the name of Graham. Graham asks, how much does all the candy at Loblaws cost? So, Graham is probably referring to the grocery store Loblaws when he asked the question about how much does all the candy at Loblaws cost. This is really interesting. I've definitely thought about this a lot, and it is interesting because it follows the thread of money, which seems to be on the topic of everybody's mind.
Yeah.
So there was how to save money for a house, and the answer to that is quite simply no. But this
Yeah.
one is, how much does all the candy at Loblaws cost?
Yeah, but okay, so I have a few questions because, like, I know there's at least 2 Loblawses because dad goes to one and mom goes
Right.
to the other one.
Because they don't want to be seen at the same Loblaws.
Well, and also I think mom was really mad that the Loblaws on Rutherford Drive didn't have the chocolate that she wanted one time, so she
Yeah.
vowed to never go there again.
That makes
and
sense.
dad thought that was really stupid, so he vowed to never go to the other one again.
Only go to, okay, so there's 2
Yeah.
Loblaws. One of them
Yeah.
doesn't have chocolate, so that actually cuts some of the cost because, oh no, hold on. Is chocolate candy...
Well, but it was just a specific chocolate, and it
but-
said sold out, so...
And was that candy or is that chocolate bars
I
different
will-
than
I would-
candy?
I would say it's in the candy vein because it's like it's sugar
Sure.
and like milk chocolate has milk in it, and sugar and milk are like baked goods. Do you think baked goods
there you go.
also
New question. Is cookies candy?
Oh no.
And perhaps is a cake a candy?
Cake is candy. Cake has candy on it too.
Right. Can candy have candy on it? The definition of candy is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's a giant umbrella that just encompasses all sweets? Or do you think candy is only rock hard sugar balls?
Rock hard sugar balls.
Because we could have different definitions of candy and chocolate and dessert and cookie and chocolate chip cookie and candy chipped cookie.
I think we need to get more information from your friend Graham.
I think we might need to get Graham to give us more definitions, because I think this is an inconclusive question, because it could be $1 million.
Does this also include graham crackers?
Yeah, because of his name is Graham.
Yeah.
And probably he would think that's candy because his name is sweet, like candy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I could go for right now is gingerbread cookies.
Because it's Christmas. We're actually making those here. Those are part of the pageant. Well, we're going to make them after the pageant as a celebration for doing the pageant.
Cool.
And I'm going to eat them.
All of them?
Probably. They said that we have to take some home to our family, but I really want to bring you one, Lucy, and I'll try my hardest, and I'll really try really hard to bring you one, but I might have to eat it.
Why? You know how much I like cookies.
It's just I'm so hungry.
Wait, are you not eating there? Like...
Yeah, no, they have beans.
Beans?
They fed us beans.
Just beans. That's it?
Beans and corn.
Beans and corn.
Mm-hmm.
Well...
And the turkey, but I don't like the turkey.
Oh, yeah, I don't like meat. Meat's gross.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I accidentally ate bacon the other day, and I wanted to throw up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Bacon is like if turkey was squishier. Chewier, maybe?
I don't even want to think about the texture of it, because honestly, thinking about it, and so I ordered a grilled cheese at a restaurant, and I did not ask for the extra bacon on the grilled cheese, and I'm like, why would you put that on there anyway? That doesn't make any sense. And then so they brought it out, and there was bacon on it, and I took a bite of it, because I was like, I'm just gonna eat this baconless grilled cheese,
because you ordered grilled cheese.
Yeah, and then there was bacon on it, and I was like, ew. And then it's all I could taste for like 3 days. But it was just like the juices of the bacon that like seeped onto the cheese.
That's hard because cheese is probably the best food.
Cheese is so good.
And maybe a grilled cheese is my favorite meal of all time.
I had one for lunch today too.
Oh,
I eat them a lot.
Maybe I'll ask Paul to make me a grilled cheese.
That's a good idea.
But maybe he doesn't believe in grilled cheese because of anarchy.
He's weird.
He's really cool. I actually think you would like him quite a bit. He's really cool. He has really weird beliefs, because I don't know. It's to be seen if he actually really believes in the Mouse Queen. But I think the way he talks is really intelligent.
Well, if you say so. I mean, I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. Let's do another question. I've got a question here. This is from my friend Julia.
Oh.
She says, I found a cyst. What should I do?
Oh. Okay. To address that, in my opinion, I would have to ask the follow-up question. What is a cyst?
A cyst is like when you assist someone with like a task. Or like in hockey, like you get an assist on a goal.
Right. Okay. I remember in hockey, because you get points.
Yeah.
And then one of them is an assist. Okay. So can you phrase the question again for me?
I found assist. What should I do?
Found assist. What should I do? So it depends, really. If it's hockey, probably celebrate.
Yeah.
If you're playing hockey, I think you probably would want to celebrate. And then what was the other thing you said? It's helping in the kitchen? Yeah,
like you assist mom with the dinner.
Oh, so she found someone to assist her with dinner.
I guess so. She wrote it really weird. I found assist.
No, it makes sense to me. To me, it's perfectly grammatically correct.
Okay.
But I'm only 7 years old, so what do I know?
You're 8.
I'm 8 now.
You've been 8 this whole time. Okay.
So should we say celebrate, or should we say make a delicious meal with them?
I think celebrate by making a delicious meal
That's
is
fantastic.
probably what you should do.
That would be good if they did that in the hockey rink.
Yeah.
If whenever they got assist, they could use that assist to assist in the kitchen to make a delicious meal for the whole team and the other team too.
They can make grilled cheese for everyone without bacon.
Yeah, well, probably without bacon.
Yeah.
Probably.
Bacon's gross.
It just feels to me that people who play hockey might like bacon.
Not
But that's
all
okay.
of them.
Maybe all of them.
I don't know.
I think
That's
that maybe
painting
every single hockey player likes bacon.
all hockey players do not like bacon. That can't be true.
Well, I don't know for sure, but it's possible.
I don't know either.
So to answer your question, yes, probably every single hockey player likes bacon.
Okay, so Julia, I hope you appreciate that answer. Do we have time for one more before we go to a break, or should we go to a break and then do more questions?
I think we should go to a break. This next one seems pretty hefty.
Okay. I'm assuming you need to go pee, so...
I really, really have to go pee.
All right,
Is the
everyone. We'll
main
be
reason.
right back. We'll be
Okay,
right
bye.
back.
Okay, I've gone pee.
Great. Good job.
I did it, and it felt good. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Very
It was
happy to
quite
hear that.
a relief to pee into a toilet.
Instead of into a bed.
A bed, which is usually pretty good relief too, and then I wake up and then it's not that fun as much.
It's not fun at all.
No.
Oh my god. So speaking of bed, so I had this dream last night. It was so crazy. I was dead already. And
What?
but it's okay. I was
Oh,
okay.
thank God.
So I was dead, and I moved in with my new roommates. In the afterlife, you have roommates. And I was like to my roommates, I was like, just because I'm dead doesn't mean I can't communicate with my friends and family, right? And they were like, well, no, like there's some rules about that in the afterlife. And I was like, come on, that can't be. Like, I'm going to send them an email. So I started writing this group email to everyone to be like, hey, everyone, don't worry. I know I'm dead, but like I'm still around and we could still hang out and it's still cool. And the smiley emoji and then winking emoji and then
Cool.
some other emojis. And then my
Good
roommate,
emojis.
my roommate Aristotle came over and he was like, you can't send that, right? And I was like, why not? And he's like, those are the rules of the afterlife.
Oh, that's so sad.
And then I thought, well, maybe like, cause I still want to hang out with my friends and family. Maybe maybe I can haunt them. Like maybe I can be like a haunting
fun.
ghost
Yeah.
and still see everybody. But then I woke up. So, cause they're like in my dream, this like scary, like dead girl popped up behind me. And I was like, this doesn't make sense. Cause I'm also dead. So why is she so scary?
She should. That's actually just a little bit rude of her to kind of scare another ghost, because ghosts should be immune to being scared. They've gone through so much.
Truly. So anyway,
That's a lot. That's a lot to think about. Because maybe do you think that's why Dad was crying? Is because maybe you can't send emails in the afterlife? Maybe he found that he already knows that.
Maybe his dog can't send him an email.
Right. He wasn't. Well, can dogs? I have a question, and you don't have to answer this if you don't know it. But can dogs send emails in the life than before the regular life?
Yeah. You can train a dog to send an email. Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. So that
why not?
that actually would make sense why he was crying, because probably he misses the emails he got from his mystery dog.
I think so. Yeah.
Speaking of emails, the next question comes from, it came in email form from someone that you may know very well, Jack the physiotherapist.
Nice. Jack
the physiotherapist.
Is still weird.
Yeah, weird guy. Friend of the pod, but real strange guy. He asks, and I quote, a question about body hair.
Oh, okay.
So he submitted in email form, and I quote, a question about body hair.
Is there a question mark at the end of it or a period?
Nope.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know Jack really loves body hair. Like, he literally wouldn't stop talking about it in our Halloween episode.
Pretty obsessed with the idea of anyone growing up and being covered in body hair.
Well, I guess if we're questioning body hair, like, why do we need body hair? What's the point? And, like, why do animals also need fur?
Oh, so we're coming up with a question about body hair. Interesting.
Well, I am
Why?
questioning body hair.
Why do we need body hair, and why does animal needs fur? Okay, that is an excellent question about body hair. I think my question about body hair might be this. Can I have a different color, please?
Yeah,
That's probably my question
Yeah.
about body hair is, can I have a different color, please?
that's a good question about body hair. Yeah, can mine be cotton candy?
Oh, that's very interesting. So when it falls off, you can eat it like it's cotton candy.
Yeah, or I could just like rip it off and then it instantly regrows.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
So then I just have an endless supply of cotton candy on me.
Yeah, and then probably Jack would be quite happy about the body hair.
Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy that would be into like kids
Endless.
candy.
Yep. Yeah. I bet he likes candy. He seems the type.
He was really interested in trick-or-treating.
Yeah, he liked hanging out at Halloween. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
If our dad is a real like Christmassy kind of guy, then Jack the physiotherapist seems to be a real Halloween type guy.
Jack. Well, Jack, thanks for the question.
Yep.
Moving on.
Thank you for submitting, Jack.
I have a question from the lady that, remember we went trick-or-treating at her house, Monica?
Yes, Monica.
Okay, so Monica says, how to beat the winter blues.
Another one of these questions.
Yeah. How to beat the winter blues. How to save money for a house. How to beat the winter blues.
That's so interesting.
First of all, what are winter blues?
Winter blues. Well, snow is white,
Yeah.
not blue.
Sometimes people have blue lights on their house, though.
Yeah. The ice sometimes looks kind of blue.
It's true.
Ice is blue. Winter lights is blue.
I see like a lot of blue in cartoons and stuff, like in the shows we watch. Like if it's set in wintertime, it's like it's all blue. It's not really white.
Yeah. That makes sense
So I wonder why Monica would want everything to not be blue.
Maybe she really believes, and that's like she really thinks that cartoons should portray snow as it should be, which is pure white. So she might be trying to defeat cartoons and their inaccurate portrayal of the color of snow.
That sounds about right. You know, Monica is like she's an odd duck. Like she goes against the grain. Like she just marches to the beat of her own drum.
Yep, absolutely. So she probably
Skin ripping off all the time.
Yeah, well that's true. That was really scary.
It was really scary.
Do you think that
I want to see that every day of my life, though.
I would love to never see that again, probably.
It was really cool.
Yeah. Do you think that has anything to do with the winter blues? Do you think that maybe that is a part of her spells or something?
Maybe, because if it's blue outside, then maybe she can't rip her skin off, and then she likes to rip her skin off.
Yeah, that's
she
true.
seemed to really like it. So
Interesting. Maybe the cartoon snow doesn't work for her magic spells, but the real white snow does.
yeah,
So how do we
I
beat
don't
it?
know.
How do we beat the cartoon snow?
Can you maybe you can do a maybe you get boxing gloves and then you could just punch it all away.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. Get some boxing gloves and punch away the winter blues. That makes sense, because probably you could just punch it until it's not blues anymore.
Yeah. So violence.
Yep.
Violence is the answer.
Yeah, I think for this one, and I'm not
Okay.
usually one to incite violence.
But if it's beating the winter blues, that kind of
sometimes,
already.
Sometimes it's necessary.
Yeah.
And Paul told me that. Paul said that sometimes we really do have to respond with violence.
I don't know about this guy.
No, but he says
don't know.
only when it really is important. Only when it's our oppressors.
Who are our oppressors?
So perhaps the winter blues are our oppressors.
Oh. Insightful, Emmett. I'm very proud of you.
I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
This sleepaway winter Christmas camp is quite good for me, I think. Quite
And
formative.
you've only been there since 6 p.m. last night.
Yeah, I'm very tired.
Did you not sleep?
No, I had to go pee.
Oh, no.
If I fell asleep, then I probably would have gone pee all over Jeremy.
Why didn't you just go to the bathroom?
Right.
Okay, maybe tonight that's your plan, okay?
Do you think I could go to the bathroom? Okay. Wow, okay.
Yeah. You've done it
I'll
like
give it a try.
4 times during the recording of this episode. I think you can
Right.
handle it.
But that's not when I'm comfy in my bed.
Well, you're just going to have to do it.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Or sleep on the toilet.
Oh my God, why have I never thought of that?
I don't know, but it seems like a logical answer to me.
I should always sleep on the toilet. Do you think Mom and Dad would be okay with that? Oh, I remember
think so.
why. I know why I don't like this idea.
Why?
Because I really like my bed.
Oh, yeah.
It's really nice.
But you don't like the sleepaway camp bed, so like you could just sleep on the toilet while you're there.
This might be a temporary solution.
Yeah.
Very
Okay,
temporary. I have more questions.
Great. Go for it.
This one's related to Christmas. This one is from Maggie. Maggie says, "What do you want for Christmas from Santa?"
Ooh.
So that's a pretty straightforward question and really gives us a lot to work with here.
Well, I think I'm kind of growing out of like, the Barbie and like the doll phase. So I think
Really?
you know what I really think
interesting.
I would like a halter top. And
what is that?
So it's like it's a top that like it doesn't have sleeves or anything. It just like has a hole that goes around your neck, and then it's like a little bit backless.
Like
so
a
there's not
cape.
really a back to it.
Like a reverse cape.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of like a reverse cape.
Backward superhero.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds
So
kind of
that's
fun.
yeah. I think I'd like a halter top, and I think I would probably also like some earrings that have peace signs on them, and I think
That's
like a
really
pink fuzzy
good.
pen, and I
These
think
are all
also
quite
like
nice.
yeah, like some platforms because you can never have enough platform shoes.
No,
Those are the
that's
best
true.
kind of shoes.
Yeah,
So-
I think probably all of mine are platform shoes.
You've got regular shoes, Emmett.
No, but you said you could never have enough platform shoes, so probably all of mine are platform shoes.
What do you want from Santa?
I probably would like a grilled cheese sandwich. Actually, can I have 2 grilled cheese sandwiches from Santa on Christmas?
That's all you want?
No. I could ask for more.
Yeah, I asked for a halter top and a pink fuzzy pen and
Probably
platform shoes.
I could probably use another pair of platform shoes because
Oh, God.
mine are getting a little worn out. And I actually might like similar to the halter top, but I want it to be a backwards halter top.
So a cape.
So kind of like a cape. Something that perhaps a Superman would wear.
Okay.
So that would be a halter top is what I want, and platform shoes. And probably
Why are you copying me?
to write my
Why are you just
poems.
copying me?
I could probably use a nice utensil to write my poems, and
Oh
probably
my
I want it to feel nice on my fingers, so fuzzy. And I'm not strict about colors, but I've been really digging pink lately, so maybe a pink fuzzy pen.
You gotta stop copying me.
Oh, did you say that too?
Those are literally all the things that I said that I wanted.
You didn't say grilled cheese sandwich.
I think it's implied that I want a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, we can imply it to Santa.
All right, I have one more question.
Perfect. I have one
I don't
more
know
too.
if you have any more, but I personally have one more.
Cool.
And it is this is from my friend Julia. And
Oh.
it says, I want to be Santa. How do I do that?
That is such a good question.
I think you have to kill Santa. Like the
Oh.
current Santa.
Right. That's
Right?
that's the Santa Claus.
Yeah, that is the only movie that I know that explains
How to become
how
Santa.
Santa works really, really well.
This is interesting because you probably
Yeah.
just have to kill Santa, or, hear me out, make Santa die of natural causes.
Ooh.
So it's not violence. You could force
Okay.
him to die of natural causes.
Real question though. Because I've heard rumblings of some people who say that Santa doesn't actually exist. Do you think
Come
Santa
on.
is actually just a ghost?
Oh, that could be interesting. Do you think that that's why he's so old?
I think it
That
could
would
be.
make sense, but he's just magic.
But that's the thing. If he's magical, then maybe he's not actually like mortal, like Dad's
Right.
mortal.
Yeah, because so you think Santa doesn't have to deal with his own mortality and look at a picture of a
No,
dog and
like,
cry.
yeah. He never cries about his mortality because he's immortal. He lives
Immortal.
forever.
I think that's
So-
probably true.
But ghosts live forever too. So, like,
Right, that makes
therefore,
sense.
wouldn't he be a ghost?
Yeah, yep. I think that's the only conclusion. Unless a zombie.
That's what I think.
A zombie?
But a zombie isn't immortal. A zombie just comes back from the dead. But you can
zombie
still
is
kill
new
a
dead.
zombie by
Right.
chopping off their head or shooting them in the head.
But Santa, you think we can't do that to him?
No.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
then probably we can't kill Santa in the Santa Claus movie is a lie. Oh, I have a new
so
idea.
how else do you become Santa?
Just do a second Santa.
A second Santa.
South Pole Santa.
Wouldn't that be like an evil Santa?
No, well, I mean, depends on what your friend Julia wants.
She's kind of evil.
She could be evil Santa, South Pole Santa. Give gifts
Pole
that are
Santa.
like, probably like bacon grilled cheese or something.
Ew!
Imagine.
Why would you even say that? That's so gross.
Hey, that was South Pole Santa talking, not me.
Oh man, I don't like South Pole Santa.
Yeah.
South Pole Santa, please don't come to our house.
Yeah, well, South Pole Santa could go to other people. The naughty houses. That could be that so that
Yeah.
Santa doesn't have to deliver coal. Santa could give just
Santa
presents
could
to
just
the good-
focus on good presents and good kids.
That actually would be really good and time efficient for him, I'm sure.
I think so. Yeah, you're onto something there. Okay, cool.
South Pole
Okay.
Santa. The answer is South
South
Pole
Pole,
Santa.
yeah, you're gonna be South Pole Santa, Julia.
All right, I have one final question from a listener.
Great. What is it?
This comes from a listener named Cecilia. Cecilia asks, "Have you ever ridden a horse?"
Oh. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
There you go, Cecilia.
The answer to that question is yes.
Yes.
A resounding yes from both Lucy
Yes.
and Emmett.
That's correct.
Yep. Cool. Well,
That was a great way to end our
was-
listener questions
that was really good. We did all
with
the
a
questions. Oh,
very straightforward answer
yeah.
from both of us.
I mean, we're all on the same page. We answered the question. It was a very clear. Actually, you know what? All right, we should give awards
Okay.
before we go. I would like to
Yeah,
give
because that was the clearest of
award to
questions.
and that's my award for the clearest question is going to go to Cecilia.
Congratulations, Cecilia.
Do you want to give an award?
I want to give an award to best statement, and that's going to go to Jack, the physiotherapist.
Oh, yes, for a question about body hair.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Great job.
Well, I guess we'll be back in a couple of weeks. We've got a super special Christmas special coming up.
yeah, Christmas.
It's like really special. We have a musical theater star on it. It's going to be like
Yep.
so good.
Probably all my best friends will be there too. Paul,
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll invite Paul to come.
Paul.
I'll ask him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask him right after this.
Okay.
But I might have to tell him about the Mouse Queen first. So we'll see how that goes.
I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about this guy.
Well, you'll meet him. You'll meet him. You'll get to know him.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
that was Sleepaway Christmas. I'm
Yes.
gonna go sleep away now and probably prepare a little bit more for the pageant.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm also going to prepare for a pageant that I have tomorrow night.
What?
Yeah.
What? One without me?
And by the time this comes out, you can't come see it. So,
What the heck?
but there will be videos of it if you go to youtube.com/bigchickenergysketch. You'll be able to see some of the pageant that I was in tomorrow night, which is now last night, if you're listening to this on the day that it comes out,
Right. Okay.
which is December 10th.
Wow. And my pageant, which is later on, but is the same thing. So watch it, and you can watch my pageant too, and it's the same thing, but it's different because it's Christmas pageant, and I'm at sleepaway camp. And it'll
Where
be
are
on
people
YouTube.
going to watch it?
Good question. What did you say?
I said Big Chick Energy Sketch.
Probably watch mine there too.
No. No.
No?
Yours is going to be somewhere else.
Mine probably will be on the Seashells for Shale YouTube
That sounds about
channel.
right.
Okay.
That sounds much more appropriate.
Let's hope. Here's to
Okay.
hoping. That's my Christmas
Here's to
pageant.
hoping.
And as always, unless you had something else you wanted to add.
I think, you know what I want to add is like every week or every other week when we put out an episode, I say go check out this lady Emily Milling and like check out some of her music. I really think if you wanted to give her an amazing Christmas present, it would be to just listen to her music nonstop over the entire holiday break.
Yep, nonstop. Keep it on while you sleep.
Yeah. So
Loud.
listen to her
Probably
album
pretty
called
loud.
Yeah. Listen to her album called Take Your Life More Seriously, just on repeat as loud as possible.
Okay. I mean, I'll
Yeah.
probably. I mean, we always do that. You and I, we sit in
Yeah.
the room and do it. But I have my MP3 player here at sleepaway camp, so I'll listen to it here too.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Well, if that's it, then I would like to say, as always, the mayor lives in the mayor mansion, and in the mayor mansion there's a mouse house, and in the mouse house is the mouse queen who lives on the mouse tightrope, and the mouse queen and the squirrel king will probably take over the world.
Yay!
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to Lucy and Emmett's podcast. If you like the show, please rate, review, and subscribe. It'll help more awesome people like you find our awesome show. Oh my god. You can send us an email at lucyandemmettspodcast@gmail.com, or you can follow us on Instagram at Lucy and Emmett's podcast. And you can follow me, Emily Milling, at emily.milling, or you can follow Luke at Luke's Instantgram. Holy cadoodle! This episode is brought to you by t-shirts, because I'm wearing one. Have a great day. Bye!